back to our podcast Minded Money. I'm your host Amir, and today we're diving into an ethical trend that equal parts healers and thought-provoking girl math. Have you ever told yourself that paying in cash doesn't really count as spending? Or that buying something on sale means you actually save money instead of spending? Well, that girl math in action. It started as a TikTok trend, but the more you look at it, the more you realize it's about how well emotionally justify spending. To unpack this phenomenon, I'm joined by two awesome guests. The first one is Emily, pop culture enthusiast, who knows your way around this trend. And the second one is Arujan, economics student and trend analyst. Let's break it down.
Thanks, Amir. Yeah, so girl math is basically a mindset that we set ourselves. For example, that's the way how we justify our big or small purchases by relying on this girl math trend logic. So, as an example, with cash, when we pay something with cash, it feels like, oh, it's basically free. We don't count cash as real money because it's already out of our bank account, and we don't see how it's being purchased and how we buy anything. And the same way is with returning. When you get a refund from a store, you basically earn money. That's how a girl math logic explained this to us, that we earn money by refunding even though we already paid for this product.
Totally. Another classic one is the under $5 rule. So if something costs less than $5, we tell ourselves it's basically free. Or when we buy concert tickets months ahead of time, by the time the event comes, it feels like it was free because we already forgot that we paid for it. According to CBS News, the trend resonates because it reflects how emotion and logic often clash when it comes to personal finance.
Yeah, definitely down with food delivery. It's like only 3,000 tenge, that doesn't count. It's funny how relatable it is.
Yeah, exactly. I do this with delivery as well. And as later 2023 put it, girl math showed us how we people disconnect from spending money, and it's just a coping mechanism for spending a lot of money on your willings. Or meanwhile, even though we spend a lot of money, we just cope with it using girl math.
Yeah, real talk. Do you both use a girl math in your daily life?
Absolutely. For example, I recently bought a designer bag, and I justified this purchase by calculating cost per wear. For example, if it cost me about $300, if I wear it for every day for a year, so one wear is approximately $1. So it's basically free, right?
Same here. If I buy something on a sale, for example, dress that was originally $100 and I got it for $60, I tell myself that I saved $40, which obviously means I can spend this $40 on something else.
So let's get deeper. Girl math is helpful, or could it lead to bad money habits?
So, believe it or not, but girl math actually can be helpful. It can reduce stress, reduce anxiety about spending, but it also can push us for making smarter financial decisions. For example, a cost per use method. It can lead us to investing in more long-lasting and more better quality products instead of bad quality. But also, according to psychology today, they say that this kind of mental accounting can build for us more valuable and mindful spending habits.
But there is definitely a downside. So girl math can encourage overspending by giving us excuses. So saying I didn't get my daily dose of coffee, so it means I can buy $30 lipstick. So in reality, we might end up spending even more money than saving up. So also, as SBS News points out, it creates the illusion of financial wisdom. But in extreme cases, it can lead to a debt.
That's real, but now I'm wondering, is it uniquely to girls? Don't guys do the same thing in different ways?
Oh, for sure. guys just do it differently, in different way. They say, instead of saying it was on sale, they say like it's an investment. For example, when a guy buys a super expensive gaming setup, he says like it's for work. I will use it for years.
Or they justify tech purchases like this is top quality, I won't need to upgrade it for years, but let's be honest, in reality they will buy a new one in a year.
Okay, I understand, but you're right, well do it. We just call it different things. So, now let's talk about how business uses logical against.
So, here's the thing. Companies, they adore girl math. They always use it against us. For example, they use it to think, for us to think that, oh, it's a good deal, it's a discount, but we're actually overspending. For example, buy 2, get 1 free, or spend $100, get $20 discount, or limited offer only, limited time. These all play on our girl math logic, on our girl math brain. Yeah, so, as letter states, that marketing teams, they often rely not on our rational mindset, but on our emotional logic, because people tend to spend more on their emotions.
That got me thinking, what if we flipped it? Like, what if we used girl math to save money? Imagine treating savings like spendings. For example, I will put 10,000 tenge on my bank account, and later I will say like, I spend money, but on my future. So it could be a smart way to create a better financial habits.
I love that. Turning a popular trend into a financial strategy, the Gen Z innovation right here. Alright, let's recap. Girl math is a relatable way to justify spending. It can be fun and even helpful, but only if used in moderation. And while companies may explore this mindset, we can flip it into a tool for smarter saving and spending.
I totally agree, because girl math is like a fire, you know? It can warm you up in some cold days, but also it can burn your entire house down. So using girl math, you should be wise, and don't forget about financial literacy.
Exactly. So if we start applying girl math to saving, not just spending, maybe we will become more financially healthier and happier.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks so much to Amelia and Tarujan for joining, and to all our listeners to tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and share this podcast. And remember, not every discount is a deal. Catch you next time on next podcast, Minded Money.
Yeah. Okay.
Не знаю.
5, 9, наверное. Цена пофиг. Вопрос не решает, главное, что в сердце. Hello everyone. Ладно, Амелия, я могу тычать. Клоун. Держи, окей? That paying in cash doesn't really count as spending. Or that buying something... Ты можешь не смотреть на меня?
Что мы тут
Нет,
сделали?
нет, мне такой